are here with the Kid Diamond. How are you?
Pretty good, and yourself?
I'm doing okay. Got a few questions for you. Questions I think the people want to know.
That's
what's new with Kid Diamond?
Not much. I'm doing a show tonight in Mason for the International Ring of Grapplers.
Who are you going to go up against?
I honestly don't know yet. I've talked to my promoter about that, and he hasn't told me, so I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
We're going to have to now. Tell us all about Kid Diamond for those who may be watching this little internet shindig here.
Well, you know, I've always been a fan of wrestling as a little kid growing up. And, you know, I always looked at the TV and I said, you know what? I think I can do that. So, you know, I made that my life goal to, you know, achieve your dreams and do whatever you want to do with your life, you know. And it took me a while to get started, you know. Training was hard, you know. Money was hard to come by. Very few jobs where I came from. So I scraped up whatever money I could. And, you know, I left Michigan, moved to South Carolina, started training at the OSCW Training Academy. And, you know, I just took it off from there. I mean, it was an amazing experience. It's something that I look back on and I smile because I know that, you know, I had a dream and I fulfilled it. And that's what I inspire everybody to do. If you have a dream, do it. Life is short. To wonder what if. Go out and do what you want to do with your life.
Who was your favorite wrestler when you were a kid growing up?
Growing up, my favorite wrestler, that's a good one. Was actually, that's a good question. There's so many of them. I would honestly say growing up it would probably have to be, I know this is jumping on the bandwagon a little bit, but Hulk Hogan. He pretty much appealed to everybody. He was the All-American. He was the good guy. He switched over to the bad guy. He could fulfill every role that was put in front of him.
What was your debut match?
My debut match was in the, I would say, AWWL last year. I think it was sometime in February last year. It was my first match here in Michigan.
What was your best match and what was the worst match you ever had?
The worst match would have to be my first match. I had to go against a 6 foot, I'd say almost 7 foot guy, weighed about 325 pounds. His name was the Viking. That match lasted about 3 seconds. I got in the ring, pounded on him for a minute. He picked me up, gave me the dominator, match was done.
And I understand that he almost had you with the gigantic ball of death if the referee didn't move you.
Yeah, he was something of a power lifter, and he could lift really heavy things, and that scared the bejesus out of me. You don't know what it's like to be laying in the ring and have a 500-pound rock just hanging over your head while somebody human is actually holding it. It scares the crap out of you. But luckily he was a consumer professional about it and actually, you know, didn't drop it on me.
If he did, you would have been a soprano for life, I obviously think. Okay, where do you see yourself in future wrestling endeavors?
As far as the future's concerned, who knows where I'll end up. Maybe I'll end up in the big time like another certain mass wrestler that shall remain unnamed. Maybe I'll stay where I am right now. I don't know.
And now some people have equated the style of the mass wrestler to that of Mil Mascaras, El Santos, and some Lucha Libre, other Lucha Libre mass wrestlers. Have you studied their moves, or have you perfected some of your own?
Yeah, actually I have studied a few tapes from Mexico and Japan, and you know, most of my moves come from just personal preference, and some moves I just take from classics and just kind of soup them up and make them, you know, a little more modern, you know, to suit my style of wrestling. But yeah, I understand where you come from that. Okay,
last question. Can we see what's behind the mask, or are we going a little too far here?
Well, you know, in most Mexican traditions, you know, they, you know, kind of withhold from the revealing of their identity, and I honestly think I just may do the same just because of the fact that everything has to remain a mystery. You can't know everything in life.
Okay, thank you very much, Kid Diamond, for being with us.